Welcome back to Bentonville, Arkansas for day one of the 2025 World Food Championships Final Table, presented by Sam's Club. We're coming to you tonight from the Brightwater Culinary Institute, where today's first challenge did not disappoint. This weekend's grand prize is a life-changing $150,000. Oh man! To recap, Challenge 1, titled Retail Gourmet, consisted of our 12 competitors creating a gourmet dish using only ingredients purchased at the local Sam's Club. On Thursday night, each competitor was given 2 hours to purchase their ingredients, and as you can see, each one of them had their eyes on the highest quality ingredients that would help bring their vision to life. But before we get into the details of how Challenge 1 played out, let's take a few minutes to hear from WFC founder Mike McLeod to get some insights into the World Food Championships. Hey everybody, we're back, and I am sitting here with Mr. Michael McLeod, the founder of the World Food Championship, who's been involved creation since 2012.
10 officially as far as a Genesis, but 2012 was our first event.
That's awesome. So what brought this all about? Where did World Food Sport come, or World Food Championship come from?
So it just kind of came out of an idea that my team and I had back then when we were marketing barbecue and chili. We had gotten into those arenas. We kind of understood that this culinary competition thing was a serious thing. Food Network was taking off, as you well know, and we just one day said, wonder why there's not a Super Bowl of food. and the more we talked about it and the more we discussed it, the more we realized there's some chops behind that. If you do it right, and who's going to do it right? And we were like, what if we did that? And so it just led to about a year and a half of discovery and thinking and rules gathering, creation, and then determining how do we create the field of play, how does the process work from a tournament perspective, et cetera. And we gave birth to it in Las Vegas with Caesars, and haven't looked back.
How many contestants in the first year?
We had, I think, about 230-ish teams.
Okay.
And that was one of the signs, right? We weren't proven.
Right.
People in the barbecue industry knew about our chops because of our barbecue efforts, but we hadn't run a major tournament like that. And to have over 200 teams come out and say, okay, we'll try this thing you're doing, Mike, was one of those signs that told us the industry wants it.
Yeah.
There's a movement that we're going to really try to tap into, and that's how it got started, and why we just started running harder the next year.
Well, so this year we had 300 teams.
340 to 50. So
340 to 50 teams, 37 countries, 1,200 different cooks running around in Indianapolis, which was a boatload of fun in itself, just being in the sports city the way that it was. What is the biggest challenge that you guys have had with this whole thing growing as big as you have over the last bunch of years?
That's a great question. There's been a lot of challenges, but I think that the first thing you've got to keep in mind is there was nothing like this. So we were literally trailblazing. There wasn't a manual that I could just reach to my filing cabinet. Oh yeah,
I can get food from.
Page 30 gives me that answer. So we've learned every year. There's been challenges every single year. We've gotten much better at it. I think right now it's as tight and as strong as it can be. But if you look at some of the strategic decisions we really had to make that were tough, we actually started limiting. When we first started, we allowed 50 teams per category.
Wow.
And we're now to 20.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons for that.
Sure.
One of them being efficiency, being able to run a multi-pronged tournament format within the day, start one category, wait 30 minutes, start another category, and then flip kitchens. And we couldn't do that if it was 40 or 50 teams without taking 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Now, would I love this to be like Speed Week and you have Food Week where it is weekend to weekend? Yes. Financially, that is a monster that I just don't think we can handle, at least not yet.
And I think for me, one of the best things and again, I've only been involved for 2 years, but going from that last year in Dallas to coming to Indianapolis this year and watching the ACF integration into this and what they've done and the level of professionalism and culinary accolades that they bring to this, and is only going to bring this sport that much further, because the judging is going to get tougher, the competition is going to get tougher, the competitors are going to get tougher, and who knows where it's going to go. So
I can't wait to find out.
I know. Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. You did a great job today,
thank
too,
you,
by
Mike.
the way.
I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to get up. And Mike has hosted this for many years, and he passed the baton to me for a little bit today, and it's a big honor for me, and I'm glad to be a part of the family. So thank you very much.
We love having you, and I can't wait to see the results from tomorrow. I know you'll do a great job, and I know these champions are going to do a phenomenal job.
All right, folks, let's shift gears and let's get into the recap of what unfolded on day one. Our competitors showed up ready. You could feel the mix of nerves and the raw enthusiasm as they entered the kitchens to begin the cooking process. They were all business as the clock began to tick down and Challenge 1 started.
In station number 1, and the first individual to turn in their dish this morning, we had World Live Fire champion, Michelle Ogwin. She impressed the judges with a beautiful Japanese sea scallop featuring pineapple, brown butter, and mimosa slaw. Next, we had our world dessert champion, Emily Bench. Working hard to represent her home state of Arkansas, she impressed the judges with her red wine braised oxtail with truffle Gouda potatoes and lemon garlic spinach sauté. Home chef Hassan Naja was next to face the judges. He shared his Parmesan herb-crusted lamb chop with red wine reduction, drawing connections back to his award-winning burger from Indianapolis through his inclusion of cheese. The only two-time champion in the field, Jack McMurray, stepped up to the plate in a big way. His pan-roasted bronzino over a jasmine rice cake with Alaskan king crab, shrimp, gola sauce, and collards was a true crowd pleaser. Next up to meet with our judges was Tina Crutchfield, the 2024 World Soup Champion. She served her Parmesan herb-crusted lamb chop with a silky potato puree. Her red wine reduction featuring members Mark Cabernet impressed the judges. Closing out the morning session, Zach Hasilov, with support from his sous chef team, represented the United States Coast Guard culinary team with pride. He absolutely impressed the judges with his dish titled Sam's Swine and Vine, paying tribute to all of the great products he infused from his recent Sam's Club shopping trip. His prosciutto-wrapped pork with a cauliflower cream, peas, and tomato left the judges wanting more. Kicking off the afternoon session after a well-deserved break, we had Sean Williams, our reigning barbecue champ. Sean brought his culinary skill as a pitmaster inside the kitchen today, serving surf and turf, featuring a filet grilled with salt, pepper, and roasted garlic. He added Parmesan potatoes and included shrimp Rockefeller with Cajun butter sauce and a spring salad with lemon vinaigrette. Next, we had one of the more impressive feats seen during our Retail Gourmet Challenge. Javon Brewer showed off his lobster Wellington with Bang Bang and seasoned lobster tail. His ability to create puff pastry from scratch in just 15 minutes was something that had the judges really scratching their heads. Ricardo Viesca Gutierrez demonstrated to the judges that vegetarian specialists can certainly flex well beyond perceptions in this competition. He served up a refined Tex-Mex seafood delight that looked absolutely stunning on his customized plateware. His lobster drew positive reviews from all the judges. Our 2024 World Noodle Champion Colin Hilton had to be a bit concerned when the judges first talked about the simplicity of salmon. But after sharing his pan-seared version of the fish with coconut curry romesco, the judges expressed their appreciation for his ability to elevate what many would think was an ordinary dish. Perfection on a plate. The judges then met with Chef Ryan Von Smith, seeking the opportunity to make his home state of Pennsylvania proud. He shared his bacon apple-spiced pork chop with roasted garlic and mashed potatoes. It was accompanied by crisp Brussels sprouts and candied pecans, adding a bit of texture for the judges to enjoy. Finally, our 12th turn-in of the day featured Phil the Grill Johnson. The Bronx native displayed his passion for diverse flavors, showcasing a member's Mark-inspired Bang Bang seafood pot pie, including lobster tails and much, much more, to display his passion for the world of food sport. Each of the 12 finalists drew positive reviews from the judges, who mentioned that they felt this was the most talented group of chefs and flavorful dishes they had ever experienced from a WFC group.
Judging plays a critical role in the World Food Championships, and elevating the level of expertise in this important group is always a priority. We had a chance to sit down with one of our well-decorated final table judges, an individual who takes great pride in his association with WFC. Let's check out this interview with the Executive Director of the American Culinary Federation, Chef Chris Tanner.
So we just completed round one, and we're just starting to see these plates come out, and there's just some really great things in there, little things for improvements in there, but there's a lot of really good stuff coming out. So when you're getting 12 different dishes, a lot of people ask the question, like, how do you compare 12 different dishes together? How do you get that first dish and then realize, oh, this is great? Then you get the next one and think, oh, maybe this was better than that one. Maybe my score should have been different. You need to go in with the mindset of knowing what you're judging ahead of time. You're not judging based off of the first one compared to the other 12, but you're going on basing what you think of as a rubrics at the end of the day. What is the standard of excellence of food at the end of the day? You know when you've had something that tastes good. So when that first dish comes out, that shouldn't set the standard. What's in your mind should already set that standard. That's what I try to do going through here. So literally I could taste 12 of the exact same dish like I've done in ACF, American Culinary Federation competitions in the past. But really at the end of the day, what's here is I'm trying to look at what's going to be wow, what's going to, that individual one that comes out. And in that, it doesn't matter if it's the first dish, the sixth dish, or the 12th dish. I'm able to look at each one individually rather than thinking of them as comparing to each other. The ones that I'm seeing that are really executing, though, are taking the food and bringing it to another level. They're putting crispy components and putting different colors into it. And they're just doing a little bit more in that, they're getting that flavor impact. So and I think what really makes the difference is when you're getting flavor impact, that visual appeal when you first see it, and just playing all around and making sure that you're doing a lot with the Sam's Club products as well. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the people that are doing the best are actually emphasizing that as well, because it just shows to me the attention to detail. Met the Mikes a while ago, and talking about World Food Championship and the American Culinary Federation having a partnership, we started off slow. The idea was for us to kind of feel each other out. We had conversations meeting up for a while, and really what they were looking for is for World Food Championship, really at the end of the day, is to elevate the judging. As we talk about ACF judges, we have a standard of excellence. We're trained. So we ended up bringing 10 of our certified judges to the World Food Championships in Indianapolis this past year. And in doing that, we were able to do some observation, but also elevate the standard of judging. As I mentioned in the past, that we're just about making sure that we have a standard of excellence that looks at every single one of our dishes. So this really sparked something different in my mind when I went there, though. As much as World Food Championship was getting something out of us, really, we're looking for something to do a partnership as well. I really strongly believe in relationships. As being the executive director for the ACF for almost 2 years now, I see opportunities for us to do things together.
So here we are, the end of day one. Two groups of competitors, and through the miracle of social media, you may already know the results, so no spoilers in the comments. Let's talk results. In 12th place, our reigning barbecue champion, Sean Williams. Finishing in the 11th position, our Texan soup champion, Tina Crutchfield. In 10th place, the contestant who traveled the furthest to be here, all the way from Dubai, Hassan Najah, our reigning burger champ. Placing in 9th, Ryan Von Smith, representing my home state of Pennsylvania and the current Rice champion. In 8th place, Phil the Grill Johnson, the winner of the 2024 sandwich title. Finishing in 7th place and just missing the cut line to advance, our live fire champion, Michelle O'Gwin. So who will be coming back tomorrow for challenge number 2? Let's see. Holding the number 6 slot in the standings, local favorite from Arkansas, Emily Bench, the 2024 World Dessert Champion. The youngest chef in the competition, 25-year-old Javon Brewer, the chef category champ from St. Louis, impressed our judges with some great time management and ambition to finish 5th. In 4th place, proudly representing the red, white, and blue, the U.S. Coast Guard's Zach Hasselev, the 2024 World Seafood Champion. And now, the top 3 finalists of our first day of competition. In 3rd place, the only previous champion in this year's group of finalists, 2021 and 24 World Bacon Champion, You may know him as Jack McMurray, but around here, we simply call him Jack Mac. Second place, out of the noodle category, and representing the new home of WFC in Indianapolis, Indiana, Colin Hilton. Way to go, dude. And if you've been following along, that leaves only one individual still standing. Our top scorer and first place winner for the Retail Gourmet Challenge is Ricardo Viesca Gutierrez, the current vegetarian champion.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of day one of the World Food Championship 2025 final table. I'm now sitting here with Ricardo Viesca Gutierrez.
Excellent.
Who is the number one. He had the highest score of the whole day with a score of 97.875. How does that feel?
Wow, it's really high score. I was really surprised to get that number. I like it.
Yeah.
Reflects all the work that we put in the dish, all the long tasting hours that we made, and we were really happy with the feedback that the judges give us. You know, especially like we playing with the design of the plate, smoking it, give a little something extra. I think everything went great for us.
So what exactly was your dish?
So our dish was like the main ingredient was a Member's Mark warm water lobster from the Caribbean. This one was from Bahamas. We just cook it. For this one, we actually steam it. It's really different, something completely different for a lobster, but we steam it because of how big it was. We steam it and then clean it, cut it in half, and just reheat it in the oven to finish it. We put some seasoning, some Member's Mark seasoning on it, like glaze it, to give that like, the idea of the dish was to make some refined Tex-Mex dish, you know, that my influence, my heritage, Dallas, living there, some smoke elements. So we were trying to give that with the potato puree, the cheesy potato puree that it's Aligo, doing it smoke, took the dish to a complete different level. And then a small pepper, a stuffed pepper that with bacon and scallops, Hokkaido scallops, amazing from Japan. That actually Member's Mark. We were surprised when we saw that. Like we're like, wow, the quality of ingredients in here is really good. So, and that was actually something difficult. Go around Sam's for the first time and okay, what we're gonna do? What item are we falling for? And we saw the lobster, we saw the scallops. Like, yeah, we have to do some seafood, you know?
That's great. Well, Chef, thank you so much for coming out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Chef Ricardo Viesca Gutierrez, who's coming in from Dallas, came all the way up here, got the highest score today of a 97.875, the best score that we've seen at World Food Championship final table of 2025. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Chef, I wish you the best of luck.
Let's go.
Again,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and thank you
you
for creating such a great dish.
Amazing.
We'll see you tomorrow night for a recap of the final day. Be well, my friends. This is Chef Brian Duffy signing off from Bentonville, Arkansas.